Hola amigos, our quick tip for today is a great one. You're going to want to hang on and see it. It's a really common error that people begin to make as soon as they start studying reflexive verbs. So remember, our quick tips, these are little errors and suggestions we give to our students that pop up through our Mastering Medical Spanish courses. We call it MMS. We're in our winter session of MMS right now. And so during our live classes, these are just little things that we take quick pauses, talk to our students about, and say, hey, remember this about how we use Spanish. So the quick tip today is a slight confusion between mover and moverse. Mover is the verb to move, and moverse is the reflexive version of that verb. So la diferencia between the two is really basically la diferencia entre un verbo normal y un verbo reflexivo. You might be asking me, Rory, what are you talking about? Let's take a look at some ejemplos aquí. Verbos normales, just with mover. Normal verbs, the verb mover, the verb to move. So, el sujeto hace una acción sobre el objeto. So the subject is doing an action to the object. Here are some examples. El paciente está paralizado. The patient is paralyzed. Él no puede mover sus piernas. So he can't move his legs. So he's the subject doing the moving to the legs. Okay? So the subject does an action to an object. That's basically what happens in verbs that aren't reflexive. The subject's doing the action to something else. Siga mi dedo con los ojos, por favor. Follow my finger with your eyes, please. No mueva la cabeza. Don't move your head. Okay, so it works in the negative also, but still the subject, whoever I'm talking to you as I'm doing the exam, right? Don't move your head. So you move the head. So the subject moving an object. Okay? Otro ejemplo. No encuentro mis llaves. I can't find my keys. Las dejé aquí. I left them here. ¿Quién movió mis llaves? Who moved my keys? ¿Quién movió mis llaves? So the subject, someone, moved the keys. All right, this is pretty straightforward. The person doing an action is acting on an object. Okay, well, verbos reflexivos change this a little bit. And el sujeto is still hace una acción sobre el objeto. So the subject's still doing an action to the object, but this object is the subject. Rory, that's enough grammar speak. Basically, if I'm the one doing the moving, then I'm moving myself, not just moving my head or moving my legs. And I'm definitely not moving the keys, right? I'm moving myself. Let's look at some examples. The subject is the object. Okay. Ay, doctora. Oh, doctor. A veces me duele aquí, a veces me duele aquí. El dolor se mueve con frecuencia. El dolor, the pain, moves often. Okay, the pain isn't moving my jaw. The pain isn't moving my tongue or my cheek. The pain is moving itself. The pain moves, right? This is why reflexive verbs are a little tricky, because in English we wouldn't necessarily say the pain moves itself, but that's actually what's happening, okay? Because the pain isn't moving my tongue or my cheek or my jaw or my tooth, right? Okay. Los bailarines de hip-hop dancers, son impresionantes, are pretty amazing. Se mueven de maneras que ni puedo imaginar. They move in ways I can't even imagine. Okay, so they're not, if we were to change the sentence, we could say they move their hips, for example, or they move their arms or legs, but that's not what we're saying. We're just saying they move. Okay, they move in ways that are that I can't imagine. Okay, so essentially we're saying they move themselves. Se mueven. Muévase hacia mí, por favor. This is a decent one if you do certain clinical exams. Muévase hacia mí. Move or scoot yourself toward me. Move yourself toward me. su pelvis necesita estar en el borde de la mesa. Your pelvis needs to be on the edge of the table. Okay, entonces, we're not saying move your pelvis. We're not saying move your arm or move your leg. We're saying move yourself. Essentially, scoot toward me, right? Okay, so es la diferencia between verbos reflexivos y verbos no reflexivos. But when you're talking moverse, if something is moving something else, not reflexive. If the person doing the moving is also being moved, then it is reflexivo. All right, so if you've got questions, be sure to post them down below in the comment section and we will answer them for you. And hey, if you have learned something in this lesson today, make sure you like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can always get the latest video updates as we publish them. Gracias por aprender español conmigo. Juntos mejoramos comunidades. Para más español, head over to Common Ground International. If you're not there already, check out the free blogs, free lessons, and everything specific to medical Spanish. And if you want to take a medical Spanish terminology test, go over to certifiedspanish.com, create a free account, and you can take an unlimited number of medical Spanish terminology tests. All right, amigos, nos vemos la próxima vez. Ciao.